This is a tub of the ultimate car wax. It costs £6,000. Made from rare carnauba wax found in northern Brazil. There are just 2 tubs of it in Britain. This one belongs to Paul Dalton, who we reckon is the world's best car cleaner. Almost every day he's cleaning an Enzo or a Zonda, and specialists like Lamborghini Wickham, with their roster of eminent collectors and celebrity clients, only use Paul. He charges up to £5 to wash a car using exact science and clinical precision. He's agreed to reveal to us each step of the process.
This is basically a citrus degreaser which will remove all the grime which is on the lower half of the vehicle. It's £55 for 5 litres. Not a cheap product, but it's definitely the best.
Step 2 is rinsing the car, but not with water straight out of the tap. Paul keeps it around 35 degrees C to be kind to the car. Step 3 is sponging on the suds. A £65 bucket imported from America is filled with a pH-neutral shampoo. Every product is chosen with the utmost care. A car like this Maserati MC12 is worth £500,000, and you wouldn't want to damage its paint.
To respray an MC12, you could be looking at, I would have said, around about £25,000–30,000 or more, I would have said. But I have to be very careful, basically.
With all this attention to detail, we couldn't help wondering whether Paul's other half had become a car wash widow.
I think sometimes she might get a little bit jealous because I spend more attention to cars than my girlfriend.
After more rinsing, the next step is to towel the car dry. No chamois leathers here, just high-tech microfiber blankets. Then it's onto the wheels with a special gel.
Basically, it's a wheel gel that won't corrode the wheels or damage them in any way. There's a lot of products out there which are basically acid, and primarily their main job is to clean concrete, not wheels. This is about £75 for 5 litres. Well, one of my customers, he's got a £120,000 GT2 Porsche. Being jet black, it had the same problems, swirl marks and light scratches at the beginning, but now it's absolutely perfect, and he basically sits in his garage with a glass of wine and looks at it, which is, I think, fabulous, really. But I've managed to be able to transform his vehicle to better than when he picked it up.
Most people would be happy to eat their dinner off this, but not Paul. To him, the car is still filthy. To reflect light perfectly, you need a mirror finish, and this special £20 block of clay picks up microscopic bits of dirt that would otherwise diffuse the light. But the paint still isn't perfectly flat. There are hundreds of fine scratches preventing a deep gloss. It's out with the ultrasound depth gauges worth £3,000, and this is so Paul can work out how much paint he's got to play with before he starts rubbing the scratches out a thousandth of a millimetre at a time. The rubbing compound has got rid of the scratches, but Paul still doesn't consider the car clean enough to wax.
Once the lacquer is perfectly re-level, this is prepping the paintwork ready for the wax. You're looking at around about £35 a bottle for this. You're looking at about £16 for 2 towels, basically, which is a lot more expensive than towels I dry myself with.
At the end of the day, it's finally time for the £6,000 wax, all lovingly massaged in by hand.
When it's in there, it's an enzyme. The warmth of your hands and the air acts as a catalyst to turn it into a wax. So it's not actually a wax until it's on the vehicle.
It will set harder than concrete and should last about 6 months. The lustre is undeniable, but this has been a relative catlick by Paul's standards. He's already got 2 Bugatti Veyron owners signed up to his top-of-the-range 61-step car wash. So, does nothing faze him?
Biggest nightmare is bird droppings. A client can ring me up at any time and I'll jump in the van and basically go to wherever they are to clean it off.